Today we're going to be looking at the big brother to the M50 457 we saw do so well last week. I don't know what it is, guys. I just like doing things in 12.7 millimeter doses. Something cool about sending out a 1/2 inch wide projectile and just seeing that target light up immediately after the fact. This 50 caliber M50 is the second one I've owned. The first one I effectively threw in the ocean because I couldn't get at the chamber right. Lucky 7 Air Ammo went ahead and sussed out what the problem was, and it was the taper that leads into the rifling for the barrel. I fixed that preemptively on this one, and hopefully it's gonna go ahead and cycle and feed well for us today. I got this M50 from airguntactical.com. It's actually the same one that you guys saw in pistol format all those weeks ago. Pistol format power plant is still active for us, but what we've gone ahead and done is added a 600cc cylinder and the 22-inch barrel in 50 caliber variety. That's gonna give us a whole lot more horsepower, as well as a whole lot more accuracy capabilities if I bring my fundamentals to the table. This is a good microphone, I do like it. I've gotten myself bore sighted for 50 yards, and I think that the best thing for me to do is just to go ahead and take 1 or 2 shots at that 50-yard mark and really ensure that I'm dialed in. Once I'm dialed in, I'm going straight out to the 100-yard distance for you guys. The 457 did it absolutely no problem, and this one brings just that much more energy to the table. So I want to go ahead and at least go ahead and engage at similar distances for both calibers. This is the same exact Simmons Whitetail Classic scope that was on the previous rifle as well. So I do feel like this is that good everyman apples to apples challenge that so many of you are asking for. The big difference between this rifle here in front of you and the Element Max that I looked at today is the fact that this is magazine fed with a 6-shot capacity as opposed to the single shot hammer fed action on the Element Max. I really like the Element Max, even though I did a piss poor job setting up the optics. Let's go ahead and get the first shot on the board and see exactly what kind of energy we're making. We're at about 4,200 PSI right now because no matter what I do, filling the night before at 4,500 just doesn't hold that same temperature versus pressure ratio by the time I get to the cold range the next morning. Let's get into it. I put so much more effort into loading that than was required just because I have PTSD overloading the last M50 that I had. This is buttery. This is buttery. We're starting off well. Bullseye, 801. 801. So definitely not as much heat as the Element Max brought to the table, with about 900 feet per second on the high end of things at the 50 caliber variety. 801 is still an extremely good velocity though. If I can put one anywhere near that first shot, I'm moving it directly to the hundo for you guys. Easy to load. 721 on the velocity. Where's my pressure? 3,600 PSI. I do feel like the windage error that we did see on that second shot is 100% my fault, and I do feel comfortable going out to the 100-yard distance as promised for you guys. Let's go ahead and get into it. Now I'm gonna have to go ahead, sit all the way down to be able to shoot underneath the tree branches to get to the 100, but I'm sure that we have the horsepower. Well, I don't know about my skills, but we have the horsepower to get there. Let's see if this is one finger doable like the other one. Totally. I did a good job on this barrel. I did a good job. I don't care. It's not being cocky to say I did a nice job there. Quite a bit of fall. Let's go again. Wow! Almost pellet on pellet, bro. A little bit off to the left. Do I have ammo? I think there's a seed in here that was partially pushed in, which is why I couldn't get the magazine out. Let's see if it goes bang. Well, I guess no matter what, it's gonna go bang. Let's see if it sends a seed. Did send the seed. Why can I not get this thing out? That was a pain in the ass. At 3,000 PSI, I think that the best thing that I could do for you boys is adjust this to where my point of impact and point of aim are roughly in the same vicinity. Maybe go ahead and get a couple more shots on the board and then top this up for another couple of magazines. I mean, why not build some proficiency with something that's already showing itself to do well? Decock for safety. Okay. Screwdriver thing. I need to go over this way. Ooh, this is where I can get in trouble. Left is that way, right is this way. It's gonna be like there. It's gonna be like here, I don't know. This is a lot of clicks, dog. I feel like I could be all the way off the board at this point. I don't know. Shoot it, find out. I'm way high. Totally arbitrary. Not bad. Not bad. Where's my pressure? 2,600 PSI. Gotta drag her back to the left a little bit. That much. Really not terrible. At risk of going ahead and just absolutely fudging the test, I'm gonna go ahead and make my final adjustments here. Right turn 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 clicks. And because I'm gonna go ahead and give it a full fill, I'm gonna wait to go ahead and do anything to the elevation whatsoever. Full fill, pacer change, go. I know air guns are kind of cost prohibitive for you guys to go out and purchase every caliber of every platform. That's why I really like to run these tests out for you guys so you can make the best choice and see where your dollars are gonna be best spent. I wanna be locked down. I want everything as tight as I can get it. Because if I was hunting in the field, I guarantee you I would be sucking this thing up against a tree trunk like as tight as I physically could. They always tell you, you're never gonna have your bog pod in the field. You're right, but I'm gonna have a tree to brace myself. I guarantee you it's gonna be a rested shooting position because I shake like this. Good hit. Do it again. Good fucking hit, dude. Yes! Like, do I even want to risk ruining the rest of the group? That's good for me at this distance with a big bore air rifle. I mean, especially a 50 caliber. I know it's more stable because of the added mass that the round physically possesses, but still, I'm not that good. So this is relatively low effort success with this rifle for me. Killer. Yeah. To say that I'm proud of myself, supreme understatement, mega understatement to say that I'm proud of myself. This is the best big bore group that I have ever laid down as far as sequential shots one after the other at this distance. This is the best group I've ever laid. I'll really have to look at the footage, but I feel like all of those shots are in a baseball size area at the 100-yard distance in 50 caliber. Hell yeah, brother. We just absolutely did every single thing we came to do with the 50 cal M50 today. God, that makes me so happy, man. As a person who's used to consistently failing, when you actually get one right, it means a whole hell of a lot to you. This is going to be a great place to go ahead and end this absolutely blockbuster episode. But if you like this episode, give it a thumbs up. Want to see more content like this? Make sure you subscribe for more with that notifications button so you can stay current on the videos as well as when these uploads come out. If you absolutely were blown away by the everyman accuracy that I brought to the table for you in this episode, make sure you share it so that somebody else can see it and I'll catch you boys in the next one.